Welcome to Rock Solid Productions, where in this video we are going to check out the DQ6 Android TV box, find out, can we play some games with it? Can we stream some video with it? Is it worth you checking out? Stay tuned. Hey everybody, Gary here with Rock Solid Productions. Now before we dive into today's video, I just want to take a second and say thank you for stopping by and checking out what we have going on here today on the channel. I really do appreciate it. If you like what you see here, I invite you to check out some of the other videos that we have here on the channel. And if you really like what you see here, do me a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification. And what I want to know from you is, I've got Ninja Gaiden, whichever you want to call it, the first one, playing behind me here on the Switch NES Online setup. What's your favorite out of the three original NES Ninja Gaiden games? They're all super hard. They are all great games. They're terrific. But I want to know which one out of the three is your favorite. So we were recently reached out to by the manufacturer of this guy here. This is the DQ6 Android TV box, and they wanted to know if we wanted to check it out. For some of those who have not been with us since the beginning, this channel actually started with looking at how to cut the cord and looking at different Android TV boxes. We have checked out like the Mi box, we've checked out the nVidia Shield TV, the original Pro, and then the most latest Pro. I've got reviews to those I will link to right up there. Now, the one thing with Android TV boxes, and I've checked out some other really cheap ones, is the fact that you have TV boxes or boxes that will hook up to your TV that run Android. And there are other boxes that run Android TV. What's the difference? Well, Android powers your phone, powers your tablet. Android TV is designed and optimized to work on your television. They also have two different app stores. It's very crucial. The manufacturer told me this runs Android TV. A lot of times they don't know what they're talking about and they just say, oh yes, this runs Android TV, it's just fine. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this out of the box, we're going to check it out, we're going to see how it's outfitted, and we're actually going to go through the entire setup process, see how it works, and see, does it play or does it use Android or Android TV? How does it play content? And we're actually going to try to run some emulators on it. Let's get started. So here we have the DQ6. Now, pretty nondescript box. Does have some markers on the back to give us some information for specs. So this does have 4 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of onboard storage. There is a version available with only 2 gigs of RAM. Don't do that, just go with the 4. There's one that has 16 gigs of storage or 64. Just important to know that there are different options available out there for you. Diving inside the box, and we have the actual box itself. Pretty small. I will give it to them there. Pretty small little device. So there's the top of it, just has the DQ6 logo. Has a threaded jack on the side. 2 USB ports, looks like USB 2.0 and 3.0. Micro SD card slot over here. AV, not sure if that's an input or an output. That's probably an output to go to composite. An optical audio output. LAN connector, which is nice. HDMI output, and your input for your AC adapter. Bummed out that it's not a micro USB or USB-C adapter port, but at least it includes everything. So looking at the manual, you get the box itself, an HDMI cable, remote control, AC adapter. On the back you do have AV, optical, LAN, HDMI and DC, USB 1, USB 2, and micro SD card slot. Yes, that is for composite output if you would need it. Walks you through everything here. I mean, if this is 4K, I mean, it's calling for that it has a Rockchip RK3318 quad-core ARM Cortex A53 GPU, 1.1 gigahertz. Not super fast, but not terrible. Does have a separate GPU in here too. 4K. 4K 10 bits, can do H.265, H.264, up to 60 frames per second. Ethernet connection, Android 10 OS. So this tells me that this runs on the phone operating system, not Android TV, but we will verify that when we hook it up. And then you can have basically casting. Yeah, this tells me this runs off of Android, not Android TV, which will make me very disappointed. See, elsewhere in the box, we have about a 3-foot HDMI cable, antenna. That should just be built in. I mean, I understand they did that for space savings, but that should be built in. Remote control. This again confirms to me the fact that you have this mouse button here too. I am going to bet this runs the phone operating system and not Android TV. And our AC adapter here, which is 5 volt, 2 amp output. So let's hook this up to our capture card. Let's hook this up to our little portable monitor, and let's just confirm what I already am afraid of. But before we do that, we gotta do a couple things here. We will connect the antenna to the side of the box because reasons. So this is what you need for your Wi-Fi. Connected there. And no batteries are included, but it looks like, yep, 2 AAA batteries are needed. So like I say, we're gonna throw some batteries in the remote, power this up, hook it up to our capture card, and we'll see exactly how it, basically how it powers on, how it works. All right, so we are going to the loading screen, and everything that I am looking at tells me this is not Android TV. Also, the remote requires line of sight. So they do have Plex on here, which is good. The Play Store, let's see, is this the Google Play? We will sign in. Oh, I guess first we need to set up our Wi-Fi. See, this looks like Android TV though. Okay, maybe it is Android TV, but it has so many, like that is the default Android keyboard. I don't know, this is a really weird setup. So connecting to my Wi-Fi, it shouldn't take this long. All right, we are finally connected. Now that we're connected, we're gonna go back to the main menu. So let's just take a look at some of the different programs. So you have Plex, the Play Store, YouTube, and Netflix, VLC, Facebook, Skype, Twitter, Gmail. You can clean the RAM. We're at 21.9. Let's see what it takes us down here. Takes us down to 17. Change wallpaper, different apps that are installed on here. And I have Genesis games, I have NES games, I have Super NES games. I'm gonna go to Super NES games, and we are going to go to, let's see, what are we gonna go? Let's just go to Star Fox. And it looks like it's playing at full speed. Now the analog stick is not working, and that's just the way that it's configured. And I just lost control of everything on here. I have no use of the control stick at all. The gamepad's not working. So we'll have to go ahead and reset it through here, which is kind of a pain. You know what, let's try, I don't have any N64 ROM, so I can't try that. I have tried GameCube games, and the ROM, like I can hear it, but the video doesn't show. We'll go to Yoshi's Island. Now, the significance of this is the fact that it is a Super FX chip game, and it is playing emulated without an issue here. I mean, colors look good on this. The sound seems to be correct. Seems plenty responsive too. The one thing I will say is, and this is probably more an issue of me having to get more comfortable with the settings in Retroarch, is getting out of a game and then launching another game. What I've had to do to this point has been to basically reset the app altogether. I just don't have anything mapped out to allow me to go ahead and do anything else. So in the end, what do I think of the DQ6 Android box? And I don't know if I can call it an Android box or an Android TV box. It seems to suffer from a very common issue that a lot of these inexpensive import Android-powered TV boxes suffer from. It doesn't know what it wants to be. The skin and the launcher and everything that comes with it, it's not very good. If you are at all used to like a Roku or an nVidia Shield or a traditional Android TV, this interface is not very good. That being said, you can install other launchers on here. I will be doing that as well. I will also say the remote control, to me, leaves a lot to be desired. Again, having used Rokus, having used other Android TVs, this definitely, I like the fact that it does have the volume on here. The back button is nice. I don't like the clickiness of the buttons. It just feels cheap. Good things about this box. First and foremost, the fact that it does have USB ports on it for USB 2.0 and 3.0. It does have the micro SD card slot on the side. I kind of wish it had a standard SD card slot, to be quite honest with you. The clock on the front, kind of a neat touch. The remote is IR only, which means it is line of sight. If I have it behind my back, as you can see, nothing's going. I have to actually have the remote pointed at the front of the unit to go ahead and basically make any changes. Why does that matter? Well, what I have with my nVidia Shield TV is my Android, that box is actually mounted behind my TV. You don't see it. And because it uses an RF signal for the remote, it doesn't require line of sight. My Roku does the same thing. I wish this did that as well. It doesn't have access to the Android TV App Store out of the box. Looking into it, it doesn't even look like I can sideload it at this point in time. It's interesting that it does have the, where is it here? Where did I see it? Like the APK downloader, yeah, APK Pure, that allows you to go ahead and download and sideload things from there if you wanted to. It did play 4K content just fine. It played NES, Super NES, and Genesis games. I know I only showed some Super NES footage, but trust me when I tell you it does play all of them. No lag, no buffering, no latency along those lines. I did try playing some GameCube ISOs on here, and I did have an issue where I could hear it, but I couldn't see it. I just had a gray box on the screen. Other streaming content seemed to work without an issue. The problem that I have with this is where it is from a price standpoint. It's not cheap enough to like outdo some of the Rokus that are out there, and it's not feature rich enough to take on some of the like the Raspberry Pis and the RetroPis. I don't know where this fits into the ecosystem. It's neat, it's interesting, it's not a gotta have for me, I will tell you that first and foremost. I also did try to run the Plex Media server on here, and it just kept kicking me back to the standard Plex app. I'm going to play around with that a little bit more. To be able to have another little unit like this to run as a Plex Media server would be nice. I don't like the fact that it is a proprietary connector for power. Micro USB or USB-C would have been much more preferred. And I do, again, feel like this interface is just not ready for prime time. I would highly recommend experimenting with other launchers above and beyond what this comes with. But that's one of the beauties of Android and Android TV. I feel like the launcher really hurts this little device here. The fact it does appear that it is running, regular Android TV. We'll go into the settings here real quick. This is standard Android TV fare, what we have right here. So that's why I'm thinking that this is, even though a lot of it looks like standard Android, it is Android TV. So that is one thing that this does better than some of the other Android boxes that are out there. But these are all just my opinions. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. I really want to know what you think. If you do have any other comments or questions, as always, feel free to email me at rocksolidmail@gmail.com. You can hit me up on Twitter at RockSolidStudios. We are on Facebook at facebook.com/RockSolidProductions and Instagram at instagram.com/RockSolidProductionsGK. Now, I do want to thank the folks with DQ6 for sending me this for review. I will have a link down below in a pin post where you can check it out. Now, if you do want to help support the future of Rock Solid Productions, you can do so in a couple of different ways. First and foremost, head on over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/rocksolid for as little as $1 a month, $12 a year. You get early access to all of our content, exclusive content, plus email notifications when we do upload new content, which YouTube is not doing anymore. You can also become a channel member here on YouTube for as little as $1.99 a month. Goes up from there, and we have neat little badges that go next to your name to signify you as a channel member. And as you progress and are channel members for different lengths of periods and at different dollar amounts, that badge will change. And then you can also head on over to our Teespring store on screen right now, where we have t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, and more, all featuring the Rock Solid Productions logo on a different type of merchandise. That way you can go ahead, rock some swag, help support the channel, and everything we raise through all different avenues gets put right back into the channel. Finally, if you are looking to pick up any modern or retro gaming accessories, make sure you head on over to castlemaniagames.com. My friend Ryan has got some really cool stuff up there for modern and retro consoles. And the cool thing is he has a feature called Castle Cash, where the more you spend, the more you earn towards future purchases. And the great thing, Castle Cash, it's just like cash. So if you have $20 in Castle Cash, you have $20 to spend at the castle. You can also use promo code ROCKSOLID10 to save up to 10% on most items on the website. Finally, like I mentioned at the top of this video, if you like what you see here, if you want to see more, do me a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and that bell notification, and make sure you set your preferences to all for your alerts. That way you are kept up to date on your phone, on your tablet, and in your browser when we do upload new content. The DQ6, budget friendly, but it's still not inexpensive enough to topple like what a Roku would deliver, or even a Firestick. I do like the fact that it is Android TV, but this launcher really needs improvement. Overall performance was okay, not great. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I am Gary, this has been Rock Solid Productions, and our look at the DQ6, I want some ice cream now, DQ6 Android TV box. I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you soon.